Yo, it's Rico the Don. I'm up here at Ride Only Canton. You can't see the sign, but it's where we at right now. It's my new baby right here. Zx6r 2025. Excited about it. My first ride gonna be on it today. I'm about to get up out of here in a second. Giving a quick little shot of this. Crazy. Give me some real power. Yep. I'll check back in with you guys in a minute. Now I'm about to test out my Zx6r. I'm just getting it from the dealership. Wish me luck, guys. Can't go nowhere without the key. See what this thing do. I ain't want to take the highway, man. I ain't ready yet. Guess I could admit that. Take it easy on this bike, man. Guess I ain't ready yet. I'm coming from an R7. I'm digging it right now, though, man. This. Work hard, you play hard. Take it easy on this bike, man. I don't want to rev it out because I wait till that break-in period. So far I'm digging it, man. It just feels like a new toy. It feels heavier than my R7, man. So, you know, just want to take it easy. I like shit. I'm a man. Like, I could admit if I'm scared. You know, like I ain't scared like that, no way. But you know, safety first. Like I gotta get used to this thing. Yeah, do all the speed limits and stuff, man. I don't even belong on the highway, but you know, just trying to see what it do. You know what I mean? It'll probably take me longer to get home, but it's like, shit, why not? Get to enjoy the bike better. You know, when you have like something that you're used to, that's exactly what it is. You're used to it. So, you know, I'm used to the R7, how, you know, all the ergonomics and how everything feels. Like, mind you, I'm coming from an accident also, like, you know, my thing, we done slipped off the side of the mountain. Hey. It's like, you know, it's gotta be safe, man, for me. Like, you know, I had time to practice and play with it, you know what I mean? But I'd rather just get into like a familiar area that I can just, you know, do my thing. You know, it's better for me like that, you know? Like, I never rode a 600 before. I'm riding this thing like it's a freaking Grom or something like that. Real gentle, man. You know, safety first for me, man. I can't, you know, some people ride different. I know somebody would have bought this bike and took it up through there, but not my thing. Not right now, man. Too soon. You know, I just want to get the bike home, show it to TLC, you know, change some stuff on it, fender eliminator, exhaust, tail light, you know, integrated tail light, whatever. You know, I really hate this color, but it's like it stands out, so it's cool. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a different color. I ain't gonna say what it is gonna be yet, but you know, I'm doing something basic. I don't think I need nothing too fancy, nothing too flashy. You know, I really honestly hate the way that I got this quad light positioned. It makes me kind of like bring my head down, sound like I'm staring a little too much, like I gotta sit back to see it. That's the way that the key is, you know, how you position this thing. I was getting hell to put it on. They had another phone mount on here, which was cool, but I had to get the case. Like, I'll get the case later or whatever, but I don't know, it's like there's an SP Connect or something like that, and I don't even know if they got the wireless charger. You know, it's something I'm gonna look into, man. I think it's a dope ass phone mount. Seems like it'd be better, you know, because you can, I mean, with the quad lock you can move the phone around and stuff the way you want to, but it's just something about it. Like, I don't get to test it out because, like I said, I don't have the case for my phone or whatnot, but eventually, you know, I'll get it. There's no pressure. Like I said, the overall goal is it's early in the day, get home safe. You know, like I say, I'm out of my comfort zone, you know, I'm out of my area. I'm riding a 600. I would have just had it delivered, but I didn't even ask them about the delivery fee or when I can get it to the house. I gotta excuse the car though. But hey man, I'm absolutely loving it so far. It just feels like a bigger bike. I mean, I'm 6'1", 6'2", and I don't know, sometimes I used to have to be like, you know, you could almost be a little bit too big for that bike, you know, I work out, stuff like that. Like I said, I'm tall, but this one feels like, I would say it feels like too much bike for me, but it feels pretty good, you know. Like, I just want to, you know, see what it sound like with that exhaust on there. I ain't gonna do too craziness with the exhaust. I'm just gonna be like a little cheaper, easier. I spent almost like $900 on my last exhaust, and you know, when I got into that accident, man, that kind of, I scuffed it up real bad. I'm over here trying to sell it now, so I don't know, it just kind of like, when my bike went over the edge, man, it kind of did something to me, like, almost like something went over the edge, something almost went over, like my pride or something went over the edge, and it's like, I could have a dope bike, that's not a problem, but it's like, you put all this money in this stuff, you know, some of it you might get back, some of it you might not get back, you know, so, I just feel like, just keep it cool, keep it easy and simple, you know. I know I'll probably pull up to me, but be like, oh man, you got that cheap ass exhaust on there. Like, that's fine. You know, I ain't impressing nobody but myself. You know. So, even like curves and stuff, man, that shit got me a little skeptical. So all this shit looks sketchy to me right now. You know, like I said, when you get into that accident, it's like, I don't care how much of a pro you is, you know, I don't know, it just takes something away from you. I thought I was a rider. So, it's just what it is right now. I mean, I'm digging it, you know, slow and steady. I feel like if anything, like I'm just starting over. You know, it's a fresh start. I wish this thing would shut up. Yeah, man. Not available. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm digging it. I'm loving it. It feels good. You know, just a start to something beautiful. Just want to take care of it. And, you know, have it for a long time, you know. I don't have to like trade up, go to a 1,000 or something like that. So this is just what it's gonna be, you know. This is it right here. Like, the next thing for me will probably be like it'll probably be like a Harley, a Cruiser, something that way, you know. I'm getting older, you know what I mean? Like, I got into motorcycling later in life. So I think it's something that, you know, I want to have a ride that I can enjoy, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel pressure to speed, you know, with that stance on the bike. My buddy always told me, like, you know, just a different ride. So it'll be a vibe, man. It'll be fun. Like, I've only been riding like 3 years. You know, I don't know. For some people, I don't know, you might feel like a pro. I don't feel like I'm a pro. Obviously not. Like I said, I low-sided in the mountain. I think what it was, I think I just took my hand off the throttle. That's what I just, no, not took my hand off, but I just kind of stopped, you know, giving it some gas. And I think it, I don't know, maybe it kind of did something, maybe to the suspension or something like that. Like maybe the engine braking, and I just ended up losing traction. I mean, I feel like my body position could have been a little bit better. You know, I guess when I was coming into the curve, I underestimated it, because I went through that curve before, and it was sketchy then. Gotta turn this up, guys. Yeah, turn this thing on, man, because it's annoying me. Not available. Not available. I should have probably put this thing up higher and like more flat. I'm talking about this phone now, but I'll tinker with it when I get to the house, man. I just wanted to do like a short video, you know what I'm saying? Get my first ride, my reaction to the 2025 Zx6r. So it's a nice bike. Got a friend of mine that he had one of these, and I feel like he did his research and stuff. You know, you get a bike, you know, do your research, kind of see what your type of riders sit on some of these bikes, kind of get a feel for them, kind of know like who you hanging around. Like, you know, like I said, people make you feel a certain way. You know, well, that bike is not fast enough, the bike is not big enough. You know, you got these guys that kind of, you know, size you up, you know what I'm saying, and that's fine. You know, a lot of us males, we have silent competitions or, you know, some type of ego-driven thing about ourselves, you know, so, you know, it's dope, you know what I'm saying. You gotta have some type of, you know, as a man, and you got certain friends and stuff like that, you gotta kind of have like that type of male, you know, competition, you know what I'm saying. Like, you gotta have, like, you know, like the big brother to try to sell you know what I'm saying. So, you know, it's great. You know, it might make you feel a way, it can't be too sensitive or whatever, but like even like I got a riding club, Rolling Royals. I know some of the guys were like, I ruined that day. You know, I know they was playing, but I feel some type of way about it, you know what I'm saying. I didn't want to ruin the day for everybody. It was like 7 deep, and it happened that day, you know what I'm saying. I might put a clip in there like what happened, you know, but it ain't nothing, you know, to cry over. There's nothing like that. It's like, I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's like, I just know I put a lot of work in my R7, and then that stuff happens, you know what I'm saying. So it's cool, you know, like you live and you learn. You ain't never gonna be perfect on these. I done seen, like, you know, the GP folks, they fall off their bikes too, you know what I'm saying, even if they've been racing for years. So that's what comes with it, you know what I'm saying. It's all experience. Like, I got into biking late. I got into biking in my 30s. I'm 37 right now. I think I started riding at like 33 or 34, you know, so like, it's in my blood. I just was a late bloomer. My dad rode, all 3 of my brothers rode. I've been on a bike since I was like a month. My dad had this, I don't know if it was a Harley, I don't know what it was, but it had a long seat, and we was in the islands in the Caribbean, in the island of Dominica, and my dad used to take us everywhere. Like, that was our form of transportation, you know. I ain't ashamed to say it, you know, that's what we had at the time. Of course, like, you see where I done came to, you know what I mean, like, I am a kid coming from the islands or whatever. My parents always had their own business and stuff. You know, they came a long way, and that's why I respect both of my parents. You know, mom had her own business, dad had his own business and stuff. They was getting to the money, you know what I'm saying. But we started small, you know what I'm saying. And that's crazy. My mom had me as an infant on the bike, man. That's crazy. So it was always in my blood. I just got into it late. I remember my buddy said, he used to tell me all the time, he used to ask me, he was just like, you ever thought about getting into bikes? I remember I was in high school and I had a buddy of mine, he looked just like T.I. For those who don't know, that's a rapper. He looked just like T.I. He was from the island of St. Kitts. And I remember he had brought a bike to my neighborhood. I stay in Stone Mountain. He brought a bike into the neighborhood where we was at. And like, he didn't stay in that neighborhood, but, you know, we went to the same school. So he brought a bike in the neighborhood, and shit, like, I got on it, and I rolled like probably like 500 feet. I fell over, and I was like, not my thing. So I didn't ever really like look at a bike ever again. And then I'm a truck driver right now currently, and I've been driving for like 11, almost 12 years now. And I remember me and my best friend said he was on the road, and then he was like, he asked me again, we was in California, I never forget that day. He was like, they thought about getting a bike. And then I was like, nah, not my thing. I told him about the high school thing, you know. And he was like, you know, I thought all bikes was the same. I thought it was just like, you know, sport bike, cruisers, and dirt bikes. So I thought it was all the same. I thought it was just the same, different, maybe just a different manufacturer or something. I didn't know nothing about like the power levels or anything like that. And so yeah, so he was like, why don't you get a starter bike? So I was like, a starter what? And then it just kind of like, it tweaked my brain, you know. It tweaked my brain. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a starter bike, whatever that is, you know. So to me, I guess at the time, a starter bike was a 300. I started on an R3. Like, I literally had no skill whatsoever. I literally taught myself how to ride. I had bought the bike. I got it from a guy named Willie. Me and Willie still friends up to this day. I was in Oklahoma, and I noticed the thing on OfferUp. So I don't know. Me and Willie had like a funny little beginning. Like, it was a funny little beginning, and he was like, "Oh, don't lowball me or whatever." And I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm just doing my research and then see whatever. And then I was doing the research, it was like the R3 is the best starter bike. You know, for some, you know, maybe that's subjective or whatever. I just felt like it was forgiving, whatever. You know, wasn't a big deal. I was kind of feeling like I was too big for that bike. Like I said, I am 6'1", 6'2". And, yeah, so I went over to Willie's and stuff. I couldn't even ride the bike because I didn't know how to ride the bike. I just wanted the bike. And, shit, he was like, you want to test drive it? I was like, oh, shit. You know, you might have to test drive it, you know what I mean? So he ended up like test driving his own bike, like, it's crazy. And then he was like, see, it works, and it did work. Like, he didn't try to lowball me or nothing. It was a 2020, it had like 1,600 miles on the dash. It was a nice bike. It came with, he had the thing decked out, he had a cartridge on there, he had some underglow, you know, nice little bells and whistles and stuff like that, make it, you know, marketable to buy. And like I said, they only had 1,200 miles. It was a 2020. Like, this was like 2022 or something like that. He just wasn't riding it or whatever. I think his wife was trying to get him to sell it. So bought the bike from Billy, put it in the truck, took it home, and shoot, that day I had like all my stuff already too. I had like my I had all my riding gear. I probably had the wrong boots. I didn't even know, like, I bought dirt bike boots. I don't give a shit what y'all say about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I didn't know, you know what I mean? I just was going off of what I thought I knew, you know? I put the dirt bike boots on and everything. I couldn't even get my feet up on the pegs. And like by the end of the night, I got my feet up on the pegs. The next day, I taught myself how to shift. And then, you know, start riding around the neighborhood, right out from one side of the neighborhood to the next side of the neighborhood in the subdivision. And that's really how I ended up riding. I went to go get my permit and stuff like that. So I just been riding ever since. So it's like, you know, there's stuff that I miss. I'm gonna take me an MSF course and you know, try to get my skills right. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of guys I know, they got their license and stuff. They went to the MSF course, but a lot of these niggas can't even. Oh, excuse me, I don't mean to say that. You know, even whatever. You know, that's a hot talk, whatever. But a lot of these dudes don't really know how to ride like that either, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's the thing. So you might have got some type of learning or whatever education about it. And, you know, it's practice, man. All this stuff is experience, man. You got to have the reaction time, you know. You just got to have the skill. And I'm not ashamed to say, like, right then and there, maybe I had the skill, maybe I didn't. Obviously, I didn't have the skill, you know what I'm saying? I've been riding for a while, and I thought I had the skill, I should say. You know, I just didn't do no mountain riding, so the mountain riding really, like, threw me off. So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I got a newer bike, everything worked out fine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's a, you know, it's a really nice bike. I feel like this is something that I don't have to upgrade from, you know, this is it right here. You know what I'm saying? The R6 is everybody's love child. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about guys on 1,000. They'll probably tell you like a 1,000 is not the bike to get. Especially for somebody like me. People go, once you upgrade to a 1,000, get a 1,000. Like, how am I feeling? Am I lying to myself? Like, I'm not going to get a 1,000. I'm not going to do any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just get a decent bike, a bike that you can grow into. Maybe this is a starter bike for some. I don't know. Some people might have been riding dirt bikes from a kid or something like that, or maybe a little crotch rocket, not a little crotch rocket, but the little pocket bikes or whatever. So maybe that was probably a thing for them, so their first bike could have been like a 600 or something like that. I think a 650 is a really good starter bike, you know what I'm saying? I got a buddy of mine, he got a 650. A couple of friends that I knew, they got a 650. But this right here, compared to the R6, I never rode an R6, but from my understanding, this is faster than an R6. 636. So, from right now that I've been riding the bike, man, it's really, really nice. I really love it. As far as the ergonomics compared to the R7, I don't feel like I'm much like pushed over. R7 was kind of like, I don't know. It was what it was. It's a super sport. It's a super sport look to me. It's a lighter bike, spinner. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's pretty good in corners and stuff like that. But this right here doesn't feel like I'm like too much forced over or whatever. It does feel heavier. I think it's like 432 pounds compared to the R7. The R7 was 414 pounds wet. So, it was a nice bike for what it was. And I feel like, I don't care what nobody say, like, me starting on an R3 and then going to an R7, I feel like that's a really good change. Yeah, I messed up or whatever. I ended up like losing my bike. Because it was just too expensive to fix. I had heavily modified that bike. So that's another thing. And that's why I say, like, I'm not going to fucking put all the bells and whistles on this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not necessary. I'm going to have it look a certain way. Because, you got to have that nice bike, man. Like, I'm black. But, in that community, you got to have that shit. You got to put that shit on. You got to have the, the gear, the nice bike or whatever. Some might think, different. Like, that's fine. Everybody, it's your bike. You do whatever you want to do to it. I have my own opinion about it. I'm saying? It's not like I'm not going to argue somebody down about that shit, Like somebody, for example, they might say underglow is not a thing. I think underglow might be a thing at night, maybe. I just feel like it make you more visible. I guess some people don't want to be visible. I don't know. So like I say, all this stuff is like, I'm learning as I go along. And like I say, I'm not ashamed to even say anything like that. I'm not no pro, like, this is what it's about, You live and you learn, you gain experience, man. So I don't have anybody making me feel like, oh man, you went out the crib, now you got a different bike or whatever the hell, like, now you gotta work on your skills. I will work on my skills, and one thing for sure, man, y'all take nothing from this video, man, just like, I know it's just like a reaction, my little review on the Zx6. I really went too deep into the Zx6. I don't know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie at all. So, I really thought about getting, I don't know when it was gonna come out, but that 2026 CF Moto 750, I was really looking at that, you know what I'm saying? And the reason for that, it was like, I don't know, I just feel like it was a beefy bike, everybody say it looks too busy, and I kind of do feel like it is a little too busy. I'm pretty sure, like, mods what they might have for that thing might be sleek. It had the tech, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, some of these newer vehicles, man, newer bikes, newer cars, you want to have that tech, man. It kind of is just like convenience or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So, I was really looking at that bike. I even started looking at the little sister, the 675 SS. And I seen one up there at the dealership or whatever, and I sat on it. It just wasn't me, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even considering it because, to me, it's almost like an R7. Just a little faster on the horsepower than the R7. It's like 90 horses. R7 is 72 to 75, I think, if you tune it maybe. But I think it has like lower torque compared to the R7. But it just didn't seem like it suit me. And I've seen this bike. I started looking them up and stuff like that, man. Like, maybe I try to find one, for a good deal. So kind of, that's what that was. I had Jake over there at Ride Now in Canton, Georgia. He kind of looked out for me. Great sales guy, man. Like, I really appreciate, dude, man. Like, that's my friend now. You know, I think, you know, when you're doing business with people that have the same hobbies as you, like biking, for example, is kind of like, you know, that's a bond that you can't break. You know, I don't care what nobody say. Oh, you don't really know this person. People are weird. COVID fuck y'all up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, cool guy, man. I fuck with buddy. You know what I'm saying? We're in there riding one of these days. I might film it or whatever, you know. I just feel like with somebody, and that's the thing, you know, you get around certain people, you just never know what kind of experience that you might gain. We've been riding for a while, and cool guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was more people like him in the world, you know what I'm saying? Everybody might say, hey, you're just trying to get a sale. I don't see that in buddy, you know what I mean? Like, he's cool like that, you know, and that's the thing. That's how I ride off of energy, man, for real. Like, people talk about that energy shit, but I don't know. I think sometimes people make it sound so cliche, but that's a real thing, you know. So, yeah, man. Like I said, I don't know. I just ended up. I don't really motovlog or nothing like that. I don't even know if y'all can really hear me. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all can. But I just, you know, just feel like I had to get all that out, man. My little review, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll review it better another time to kind of give y'all some real facts about this ZX6. The 2026 one is out now. I had wanted that gray one, man. I had wanted that gray one with the blue strip on it, or maybe like that graphite gray or something like that. It's like an all gray one. But that gray one I was looking at, man, had them blue wheels on it, man. I just feel like my personal opinion is like when it's got colored wheels, there's not too much you could do as far as the color on the bike. To some that matter, some that don't, you know. I just feel like I like to switch my bike up. I like to kind of have a certain look, you know, like a uniform look. I might want to match my car, you know, something like that, you know. So I just feel like I don't have to powder coat the wheels and, you know, all this other stuff, man. All this stuff will get like pricey. You guys want to kind of have a good, if you got the money, you got the means, that's fine. And I might not have the means like some, but I got the means, you know, like clearly, because of my last bike, you know what I'm saying? But it, you know, it was what it was, you know what I'm saying? It was what I liked at the time, you know. I should have did my research. I could have probably got a better bike, another bike that maybe it was faster, maybe bigger, I don't know. I guess everything happened for a reason, you know. It was like all experience. It was teachable moments, y'all. But yeah, so like I said, I actually fucking hate this color right here. This color is not my thing. Green, like seriously, like it's not even my favorite color. Is black or red or something. Well, really red, but black secondary. And then like I'd even go for white because that's what I had my last bike. But I wouldn't even try to duplicate that shit again, you know. We're going to the whole different color, man. But this was a good price. You know, I don't have buyer's remorse and no shit like that. It's you know, it's a nice bike, man. It's fast. Like, I already took it up through there, and I wouldn't take it up through there right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get the kind of, like a new phone, you know? You kind of just play with it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You see what you like about it, see what you don't like. You know, you just have fun with it, man. So, that's all you can do. You know, but like I said, I know I'm over here rambling, man. I'm over here, I just got off from work not too long ago. I'm over here just kind of, you know, I've been on doing the YouTube, the TikTok thing for a while, man. I just kind of like, you know, I just had other shit to do. You know, I ain't went nowhere, but I'm still here. You know, this is just a new thing for me right now, man. I was out of a bike for a month, maybe. Really like 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I guess, I don't know. I'm impulsive like that. I'm an Aries. Now you know a little something about me. But, yeah, man, like I said, this not a short video. There's a lot of rambling. There's a lot of, I'm pretty sure, you know, you want to see a ZX6 review. I'm pretty sure it's all over YouTube, TikTok, all of that stuff, man. And you can get a lot of information, especially like from the sites that actually does the real reviews that get in depth with the specifications and, you know, manufacturer info and all this other stuff, man. This is just my little review, my little rant. You know, what happened, how I feel about this bike, you know. And I think it's a great bike, you know. I didn't really get to experience, like, it's my first day, you know what I'm saying? But my first ride on it, I'm really digging it. Like, I don't know if, you know, some people expect me to, like, have a video of me going down the highway, like, busting ass or some shit like that. But, nah, that ain't it today. Like I said, if anything, Not scared, but a little scared. Just trying to get home. You know what I'm saying? Like, get home safe. I took the long way, you know, so I could, you know, experience the bike or whatever. I just don't want any issues or whatever, man. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, think negative or nothing like that. It's just, I don't know, I just want to get home safe, get this baby home safe, you know what I mean? It's a new toy, so, yeah, man. But I'll see y'all in another video. I don't really make much YouTube like that. You know, I'm not trying to be like too much of a content creator. You know, if one day, I don't know, if something pops cool, you know, I'm the type of person, man, I stay in my lane. So, you know, a lot of people need to learn that shit too, you know what I'm saying? You stay in your lane, you mind the business that pays you. You know, I just do this for fun. I make whatever video I make for fun. I could have made like tons of videos, all kind of installs, and when I first got this and first got that, you know, especially like for my last bike and stuff like that, but I figure I'll do one today about the Zx6r. So, I'm gonna get back with y'all. I'm about to head home and stuff like that, go relax, probably get some sleep or whatever, and probably just stare at my new toy. I don't know who does that, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody probably do it, you know, so you probably look at you, stare at it for a good hour or two, you know what I'm saying? We should probably have it in bed next to you or something like that, you know what I mean? It's a new toy, I love it, man. But, I hope everybody have a blessed day. For those who ride safe, man. You know, peace and blessings to everybody. Y'all take care.